He is a psychology PhD whom the FBI sought assistance from to solve a case, and also a cannibal sentenced to life imprisonment. Every time he is transferred to a new cell, the guards chain him up from head to toe and place a large iron mask over his mouth. It is unclear whether they fear he might utter seditious words or suddenly attack those around him. Even a simple meal delivery causes the guards to tremble in fear, so tense they dare not breathe, simply because he is the infamous cannibalistic serial killer Hannibal Lecter. Such a monster, seemingly from hell. Who could have sent him to prison? The story begins in 1980, at a grand concert in Baltimore, USA. The musicians on stage were pouring their passion into their performance, and the melodious music echoed through the hall. Thousands of audience members were immersed in the sea of music, unaware of the chilling figure among them, the middle-aged cannibal Hannibal. However, that evening, a flutist kept making mistakes during the performance, which instantly dampened Hannibal's interest in the music. He stared intently at the flutist, like a hungry wolf eyeing its prey. A few days later, Hannibal invited the main members of the orchestra to his home for a dinner party. As they sat around the table, enjoying the feast and laughter, someone mentioned the flutist who hadn't shown up. Little did they know that the flutist had already been placed on the table before them. A woman curiously asked, "What ingredients were used to prepare this delicious dish?" Hannibal's lips curled into a faint smile.
If I tell you, I'm afraid you won't even try.
Everyone laughed upon hearing this, none of them taking Hannibal's words seriously. After the dinner party, FBI agent Will suddenly paid a visit. Hannibal had been assisting Will in analyzing various cases as a forensic psychologist, and to Will, he was not only a friend, but also a mentor. The recent series of murders had left Will perplexed once again. The case had no leads, so he wanted to hear Hannibal's opinion. Will frowned and said seriously, "Based on our investigations and deductions, the killer cuts off the spinal area of the victims' bodies, likely using it as their own food." After hearing this, Hannibal's eyes flashed with approval, acknowledging Will's deduction. However, he merely admired Will's intelligence and did not wish to continue discussing the case with him, as he feared revealing details of his own crimes. He then ended the conversation and urged Will to go home and rest, to continue tomorrow. He then stood up to help Will get his coat, but at that moment, Will glanced around and accidentally noticed a thick cookbook on Hannibal's bookshelf, which was marked with instructions on how to cook calf pancreas. The latest victim had lost their pancreas, and Will was suddenly shocked. He seemed to have realized something, but it was already too late. Hannibal suddenly appeared behind him.